The aim of this digital transformation is to give them the right product at the right time, relevant and timely communication, and obviously personalized and localized experiences. So a little bit about our brand. Boden is a British brand which was founded in 1991 by Joni Boden. Our purpose is to bring joy to our customers around the world, surprising and delighting them in all that we do. Obviously, our photography is a very big part in achieving that. So this is why we needed a dam. A little bit about us at Boden and myself. So Karen Philipson, I'm the Creative Operations Manager at Boden. I have been working there for 12 years, long time, starting as an art worker, moved into a studio management role, and I am now responsible for the creative teams, looking after their processes and all the systems that they used. So far, I have implemented a content management system, a project management system, and very recently, a digital asset management system, of which I will go through with you. So as I said, we are international. Our three key markets are the UK, the US, and Germany. So why did Boden need a dam? So as many companies these days, we are going through a digital transformation. All our business process and technology is being reviewed to make sure that we can address the needs of our global and multi-channel customers. The aim of this digital transformation is to give them the right product at the right time, relevant and timely communication, and obviously personalized and localized experiences. So this means for our creative teams, the need to produce more content in a shorter amount of time, giving the customer more quickly reacting to trade and everything. And obviously our photography is a key part of any content that we produce, whether it's offline or online. So believe it or not, we could no longer rely on folder structures and spreadsheets. This is why we needed a dam. So the objective of the dam was really to give the teams, creative and marketing, a visual and central place to find all this imagery. And also to be able to tell them where the images are in the production process. So the three criteria that we looked at was search and find, to be able to search and find images based on key criteria. So that is achieved through metadata, which I'll go through in a bit. To also create automation, so that is done through the workflow in the dam. Again, I will go through that in more detail shortly. But also to future-proof, we needed to make sure that it could integrate with any other systems that the rest of the business is currently developing. So the metadata, what we call metadata, is any information that is captured on an image. It comes from shoot initially, where we use a software called Capture One. So information can be added at this point. And then we already add some information or some convention for the image name. So we started looking at what was this convention and what we could get from it. So what do we capture? So from the metadata, as I said, we would add the information about the people that are working on a shoot, that is for future communication regarding images. If you need to contact the art director, the shoot producer, the information is there on the metadata. So this is a very simplified diagram representing our production process. So as with digital photography means that you can shoot thousands of images. Obviously, that is a lot of content. We actually shoot around 15,000 images per season. It all starts on shoot with the team capturing the image. And we are not allowing everything that is being shot to go on the dam. So obviously we need to have an editing stage where the art directors are able to select 30 images per shot. So they're using a starring convention. So during the editing, any images that is starred will go onto the dam. So once the art directors have done their editing, the images are uploaded onto the dam. On ingest, it's able to read the image name and starts adding metadata from the image name, but also what was captured on shoot gets added here. So the images were on upload, we've given them a status of wider select. After that, the art directors are able to go into the dam and review their edits, perhaps review the starring, and then approve the images that they are happy for our designers to use. So that is a second status, which is ready for design. So in terms of dam implementation as a project, the three key stages that we are looking at is preparation, selection, and engagement. Preparation, so we obviously started by process mapping. So this is really to understand and know what your current processes are. And I think being able to map them out and document it is really important, because when you review it, there are some stages that you can remove. Also very important whilst doing this process mapping is to question everything. Make sure everyone knows why they are doing what they do. You'll find by asking a lot of questions that sometimes people will not know why they're doing something. And that might be because of legacy and there's no reason why they're doing it. So you can remove some stages even without having a system by asking the right questions. Also very important is to analyze the time spent on each task. This is also to be able to then get some KPIs when you review afterwards the time saved by these automation and these integrations that you might be able to gain through the dam. So think big. Obviously, as I mentioned, with all these the business changes going that every company is going through, it's important to think big, but really important to start small. I cannot stress enough to be able to have a scope that is clear and manageable, because you'll be asked a lot from everyone, but you have to not overpromise and be able to maybe stage your implementation. So starting small is always a good idea. Obviously, the selection process is really important. So what we have found is that attending conferences is always a good thing. I know Henry Stewart obviously organized a lot. The creative operations conferences, the dam specific conferences, they're all really, really good opportunities for you to understand what is available out there. But most importantly, I'd say, is to network during these events and meet the users. Ask people about their experiences. You know, we have found that some people might have gone through 5 different dams before they found the right one for them. So it's engaging with these people that have gone through these experiences, and if possible, you know, get invited to some user groups, as I know a lot of providers organize. Also, during the vendor selection, really important to have clear measures so that you're able to score your selected vendors against your key objectives. But also really important is to get a really good relationship. So you need to be able to speak to them openly, and, you know, at the end of the day, it's a systems, but we are humans, and it's really important to feel comfortable with who you're speaking to.